So Cannes is it's been several years. I've been going to Cannes, and the ad tech intensity in terms of presence and discussions and people we can find out there has been growing tremendously over the past years. What I expect this year is that we'll be continuing. It's a very important event for StickyADS and Freewheel, because we'll be seeing there our 90 plus demand side partners that we work with already today. So it's a very important event and opportunity to align again. It's also, I expect this year, especially versus last year, since last year was very intense and more intense in terms of ad tech presence, I expect this year to be also witnessing more and more people coming from the publisher side, broadcasters, and going down to Cannes, because historically I think that Cannes was more a demand side kind of event, more for the creative industry, more for the agencies and advertisers, but this is changing.
Okay, now in Programmatic, we seem to be witnessing sort of an evolution, a transformation from when these kinds of technologies first emerged. It was more about open marketplace, auction, and now we're seeing the emergence of things like private marketplaces and more guaranteed buying. And at Demexco last year, you announced that you had launched a guaranteed buying system as well. Is there an update on that?
Yeah, exactly. So what programmatic means is automation, right? So what has to be for media buyers, and especially for us, for the supply side, so publishers and broadcasters, it means that we have to be able to implement any kind of flavors in terms of trading, of selling your video inventory. So if this means you want to sell your broadcaster, you want to sell your video inventory on a guaranteed fashion, on a reserved fashion, or auction based, being to buyers that you can select and identify more in a private mode or in an open world, so selling your video inventory to anybody in the industry who wants to buy it, we have to enable them. So Sticky Direct that we launched basically last year at Demexco 15 was a step forward in terms of automating the upfronts on the online video world. And we are releasing basically right now an enhancement of that platform that basically is enabling a seller to show, package, and present their inventory the way they want to any kind of buyers who can access the platform on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And lastly, when people in the industry talk about programmatic, I kind of hear two different things. Some people say anything that can be sold automatically will be sold automatically, and 100% of inventory will be programmatic. But then when you come to the TV sector, like we have here today, there's more inertia and people are more content with selling the way they do. So how much of TV do you think will be programmatic?
TV is like a gold mine in terms of quality, right? So that's where you can find the best inventories. And that's normal that it is an environment where upfront and reservation is key. So any kind of technology that can make that possible to trade across platforms and reserve your inventory is going to make a difference. So that's true that it's kind of coming from the opposite way, instead of how we saw the programmatic industry starting, which is true, was more about exchanges being open most of the time. We have been specializing as StickyADS on private exchanges, but and for TV broadcasters and for those guys who have the most premium inventories, being able to sell in a guaranteed fashion and to make reservation of inventory towards buyers is of utmost importance.
Okay, thanks, Gilles.
Thank you.